based on the research that I've done, I'm fairly confident that the bull market is coming soon. So in this video, I will share with you my personal favorite market indicators that I've been following for a few years already, or just to let me know when the bull market is coming. So I will go through with you here from my least favorite to the most favorite one. Okay, so you can see there are 4 here that I will share with you guys. So let's go through the first one. Okay, so on what's happening with these indicators. All right, and hopefully after that, okay, you can also use it yourself. Now, first is the fear and greed index, right? So fear and greed index is very, very straightforward. It's just to measure the sentiment of the market. So right now you can see, yes, the market is on fear here, okay, on number 43. Yeah, but you can see since 1 month ago, which is around April, right, the extreme fear was around 18. Okay, but from 18, it has been slowly going up already. So it indicates that the market now, okay, is turning from fear slowly to greed already. And you can see from this chart, yeah, you can see chart around April, the most bottom, okay, the fear and greed index is around 5. I still remember, okay, 3 to 5, around 3 to 5. Then you can see slowly it's going up already, which is until 43 today. Yeah, so it indicates market, okay, is getting more and more confident already. Yeah, now next is the VIX index. So VIX index measures, okay, the volatility of the market. So how to read this? Very simple. You can see there's a lot of going up and down here, right? So in short, for your understanding, if the VIX here goes up, that means that the market is very volatile, okay, and there's an indicator that the market, okay, will continue to drop. Okay, so as an average, okay, indicator or the numbers, right? A number above 30 generally, all right, shows that the market is very, very bearish. And if it below that, below 30, then the market is rather bullish. So you can see, okay, that the market here is around, definitely is around April, okay, March, April here, yeah, that the market is very, very fearful. Okay, go up, okay, around 40 here, which is technically higher than the market crash on, if you still remember the 2022 market crash here, is very, very high. Then after that, it drops down drastically a lot. Suddenly the sentiment just changed, okay, to be very, very bullish. Yeah. So let's zoom forward. You can see the VIX here, the VIX index on starting from April, all right, up until May here, it has been dropping already. So it shows that the market previously was very fearful, very uncertain. Then suddenly, all right, they have been very confident already. The market is coming back. People are starting to buying stocks. So you can see, all right, starting from April onwards, towards me, you can see a lot of the market, the prices are going up already. And the VIX right now is around 22. And around 22, let me tell you, is generally the average, okay, volatility of the whole market already. So it's returning back to normal for now. Okay, so this is the VIX index. Now, next is the bull market definition. Now, so when we say bear market, for example, a bear market is when you can see the index from the highest point, if it drops 40%, if it drops 20%, right, and that's an indicator that is already bear market, or that the market is entering a bear market territory. So the opposite, okay, is when the bull market happens. So when is the bull market? The bull market is when the bottom, okay, when it drops the most bottom at that period, and it continues to go up, if it continues to rise for 20%, that means that it is a bull market already. Okay, so if you look at the S&P 500 index, okay, which is the top 500 companies in the US, right, you can see from the bottom that we measure here, okay, go up until today, you can see that the stocks has been going up 17% already, which is very, very close, okay, to the 20% rise. Okay, so this is an indicator of the whole market is going up already. Okay, that means it's another 3% to go. But then again, okay, if you want to look at another index, okay, if you want to look at a more concentrated one, which is the Nasdaq 100 index, is actually already the bull market, which is already increased by 22%. All right, so you can just take a middle ground. Okay, if you compare the S&P 500, which are more stocks, okay, is already on the uptrend, which is near to 20% already. Currently, right now, it's 70%. All right, but if you took the 100 index, it's already the bull market already. Yeah, so things are looking so well, very well so far. Now, this is my most favorite indicator. Okay, and by far this is the strongest, I would say, a strongest signal, okay, that the bull market is coming, and that is the Dwight Bread Trust. Okay, so what is this? So this Dwight Bread Trust here, okay, there are some institutions that will follow up with this kind of indicator. So I took this chart here from Subu Trade, okay, from Subu Trade here. So let me explain to you guys what is this Dwight Bread Trust here. Now, how it works. In short, this is where people will take the number of stocks. Okay, let's say they take the S&P 500. They take the number of stocks that is advancing. Doesn't matter how many percent. As long as it is in the green, all right, they will take that and calculate against, okay, the declining, those declining stocks in the New York Stock Exchange. So what they do here in this chart here is they take the 10-day moving average. okay, of the number of advancing stocks. That means within that 10 days, how many stocks are advancing? That means are going up. Then they divide it with the whole total number of stocks in the market. Okay, so this will give you the Bragg ratio. So it means what? When you say the Dwight Bragg trust is triggered, okay, that means when the ratio is triggered, when we say bull market is when it goes above 0.615. It means, okay, if it hits 0.615 here, it means that the Dwight Bragg trust is already triggered. Okay, so that means if you take the S&P 500, okay, S&P 500, and they go and divide it, it shows 0.615. That means if 0.615, that means the majority of the stocks, around 61%, 61 to 62% of the stocks are advancing, are going up. So it indicates a very strong bullish participation already. Okay, so why does this shows that it is bullish? Now, because this type of pattern here suggests a sharp shift, okay, from bearish to bullish, because a lot of the stocks are advancing already. That means a lot of the market participants are getting more confident. They are willing to plow their money in, and that's why it continues to go up. So there's widespread participation, not only a few big stocks, because the big stocks are the ones very certain. When things are bearish, investors tend to put money on the safer stocks, for example. Only those stocks will rise. But if it turns back to the majority, that means that the market is more confident, they are willing to take more risks. That's why you can see the majority of the market is turning up already. And this will increase the likelihood of a sustainable rally. Yeah. So, and of course, it indicates a very fast turnaround. Why? Because a lot of the stock that go down, right? It means that it's oversold already. So if you continue for the next 10 days, okay, keep on, there's buying pressure, market is going up, it indicates a change in the market perception, market sentiment already. Okay, so if there's a strong buying pressure in 10 days or less, it indicates panic selling has already ended, and the buyers are stepping in aggressively already. So when it starts to hit, okay, when it starts to hit this 0.615 already, all right, that means it is already triggered. So when I say it triggered, what will happen next? So this is the data that has been shown by Subu Trade here, all right, and it's a widely used indicator, and it's of course one of my most favorite. So how to read this? Very simple. The moment it triggered, so you can see here, this is the whole data that they take. The moment every time this Dwight Bragg trust is triggered, right, what is the market performance after that? So you can see 1 week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, 1, 2, 3, 6, and 1 year later. Okay, so how does it perform? So you can see every time it triggered already, mostly you can see as time goes by, the longer it is, the higher your chances of making money, because the market has been continued to keep going up. Okay, so let's say, for example, you can see for the market, every time they hit, 6 months later, okay, if you are willing to be a long-term investor, right, if you pick good stocks, you're more willing to invest long-term, 6 months later, you will definitely 100% chance to be positive. Okay, you can see these are the returns 6 months later throughout these years here. And definitely 1 year later, there will be even higher returns. And it's a 100% chance to be positive. Yeah, you can see this is backed by data. Okay, backed by data throughout many, since 1950 until today. All right, so you can see on average, everything here, they calculate already. Your chances of being positive, okay, on the first week is 88%. All right, then 6 months later is 100%. 1 year later is 100%. All right, so that's why if you pick good stocks, okay, you have been buying since the bear market, and when this, okay, Dwight Bragg trust already triggered, all right, high chance coupled with the indicators earlier that I see and mix together, the bull market definitely, all right, is coming soon already. Okay, right. So this is the one, okay, by Yahoo Finance. You can see the market has clearly, after it's been triggered around, I think this was triggered on April 24th here. Yes, April 25th. On April 25th, okay, the Dwight Bragg trust is triggered. And what happened after that? So you can see, okay, this is by Yahoo Finance. You can see, right, the S&P 500 has clinched the longest daily winning streak since 2004. So you can see here the 2005, all right, from April 22 to present, which means until today, okay, on May 2nd, you can see that the market has been keep on going up. 2.5, 4.2, 6.3, 7.1, until 10.3%, continue to go up. Right, and the stock market has even come back, has even come all the way back, and then some since the tariff announced on April 2nd. You remember there was the big fear, market was dropping a lot, but right now I tell you, you have only get back all the losses and even higher. Okay, so all of this shows a very strong indicator that the bull market, right, will be coming very, very soon. Okay, you just need to be patient. If you have been, adding on to very, very good stocks, you just need to be patient for now. Okay, now, and not only that, all right, I do have a BIA Telegram community. And what I did was, okay, during the bear market at that time, all right, I have been constantly guiding our subscribers inside there. Okay, you can see here from since 2nd April. Okay, sometimes I post my views, how to strategize and then during the bear market. If you remember, April was a big fear at the time, right? So, for example, during the 3rd April here, there was then the Trump's reciprocal tariffs. That's where the whole market, got very fearful. Price was dropping and stuff. So I do share my views here, okay, to calm, okay, the investors, okay, in my community here. So, for example, at the time, okay, I would tell them what I do. For example, okay, my plan is still the same, okay, which is to continue buying high quality but undervalued stocks and focusing on the long term. Okay, what a lot of investors at that time, right? Okay, is that they were very fearful. But what I told, okay, in my members here is, you want the best buying opportunities, right? It's only when the outlook and things are very, very uncertain. Okay, you want cheap stocks. Okay, you want undervalued stocks, right? You cannot get it when everyone, right, is optimistic and the future is certain one. No. Okay, so you need to be a contrarian investor. All right. Then some people they want to time the market. Okay, I clearly don't time the market. Okay, because I will never ever know when the market will go up. Okay, or when the market will recover. Okay, so by the time if you knew that it will recover already, it will definitely be too late. So I clearly don't time the market. Okay, because real experienced investors know stock move independently from the market indexes. So what I tell them, okay, is that if you want to not miss, okay, the next bull market or the next recovery, right? The best way is to what? Is to stay vested. Okay, it's not easy to execute, okay, by buying the dip, for example, but you have to be willing to buy into the fear, and you must be able to accept and withstand short-term dips. You want the high returns, okay, you must be willing to accept short-term dips. The only way to not miss the next bull market wave is to stay on the boat. Right, just stay on the boat. Okay, if you already find good and undervalued stocks, slowly buy. Okay, and then stay vested. Okay, can. So throughout since April 3rd, okay, I've been sharing a lot of things, a lot of my views here, okay, on how to manage the market and stuff, and then sometimes I also share stock opportunities here. For example, where is it? Let me show you here. Okay, I've been sharing, okay, this stock opportunity to the community, all right, and which are the ones that is undervalued, I could share with them. And until today, until today, I've been guiding them, all the members here. Okay, so if this is the community or something that you want, okay, you can click the link down below in this video and join my Telegram group. Okay, it's free, don't worry. All right, so I hope this video here, okay, get to benefit you guys, and see you guys, okay, in Telegram. Okay, there's more to share, okay, inside there. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys.